Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Kellen Cash coming back to you, and today I wanted to talk about, you know, how much you should invest back into your business. I see a lot of small businesses, they're not growing, they're not winning because they don't invest back into their business. And what do I mean, invest? Meaning, if you get $100. You can't take that whole hundred and spend it. Whatever your business is, you have to put some investment back into that. So I was looking and I just went to do a quick Google search, and it says, why you need to reinvest half of what you earn back into your business. And it's a whole blog on entrepreneur.com on it. And then it goes on talking, other articles with Warren Buffett, saying, his piece about reinvesting. If you're not investing at least, I'm going to say at least 30% back into your business, I know your business isn't growing. I just know it. If you have to eat the whole profit, I mean, hit me up if there's a business out there where you can just eat the whole profit and you don't need to buy flyers, websites, redesigns, gas, materials, whatnot. Then you're not really in the business. And I find it always funny because we're small business over here, and sometimes we're meeting with groups, business groups, and they'll, some will be small business, some will be medium size, some will even be micro. And people sometimes try to put you in that category because I don't let anybody know what's in my pocket. But it's interesting. All the micro businesses are not investing back into the business that I've known that have been doing it over, 2 years. You're going to stay micro, because you don't reinvest. You eat everything. You don't even, nothing in advertising, nothing in marketing, nothing in PR, nothing in social media. And I know you can't be a guru in all those things, because, I got a master's degree from a university, and I still have a team that makes me look like this is a real company, man. It's too much work to go around. So you gotta reinvest into your business. Another thing for business is these shared office spaces. I'm out here in Seattle for a couple years, and there's so many shared office spaces. We're not going to, just say which ones are good or which ones are this and that, but all these look good. And I've been to a lot of them, but you gotta get into one of these incubators, even if it's just for a day, and check some of this stuff out, because you meet so many different entrepreneurs, and this is the investment that you can make back into your business. Some of these are $100 a month, even just to spend a day or two. That's nothing, for your business. Some of these are even more a month, and the more you pay, the higher a caliber of person or business you may be around. But if you're not reinvesting into your business, if you're not bringing on young talent, credible talent, there's this generation sometimes gap where the older generation aren't using the young guys. I keep 20-year-olds around, man, because that next generation, you got to have a streamline to that audience. Even though I'm not the old dude yet, but God willing, we're gonna get there. And so you got to keep young people around to, also lift up young people. But you got to invest in your business. You got to check out these office spaces. Now, personally, I like the home office right now for my life. Being a dadpreneur, being someone who has to take the kids to school and pick them back up, and if anything happens in between there, you got to do it. That's your responsibility, between 6 in the morning till 8 at night, to whenever relief comes home. I like the office space at the house, and I also like investing back into the house and putting up monitors up the house. One day I may give you guys a tour of the office, but I like being able to have the boom mics at the house and I can watch them, and nothing. I know nothing's happening. I also like when I'm working on the late night to just take a quick little nap. When everybody's in school, take a quick nap. For a little bit. We ain't doing all day, so don't get it twisted. But take a quick nap, and you know, and I like being on that type of schedule because it gives me that type of freedom, whatnot, and I feel free, and I can talk with my team when I need to talk with them, whether they're in New York, whether they're in you know Massachusetts, Atlanta, whether I was talking to someone I hope to really you know build with over in London. And I got friends over in London. I got friends all over. And that's what happens when you're a global traveler and you talk with the people, the real people. You start, getting relationships. But you got to invest back in the business to do any of that. There's conferences you need to be going to for the business. There's workshops. There's mentorship you need to be paying for the business. And stop thinking that everything is going to be free. Stop trying to be people's friend because you want to pick their brain to benefit your business. When the relationship is reciprocal, and there's something in it for everyone. But you also know when you just need to cough up that money, put in the sweat equity, and through that sweat equity, when you get some money, pay to get some team members, pay to get some sub consultants, pay to learn how to make your revenue in the business, let it have seven streams, and stop just being bootleg out here. Stop taking the Instagram photos, making it seem like you have a business, 1 million followers, but then we see you in the welfare line. Then we see you, stocking boxes at Target. And if you got to stock boxes at Target because everyone's had a job they didn't like, that's cool for the season. But don't be out here like, oh, my business, my business this, my business that, um, talking big. Because you talk big around me, I'm gonna say I'll send you an invoice. I know there's some services that you need for the different businesses that we have. And so, just a little tip because everybody can see through that facade. We know the fake it till you make it. But if I see you faking it, I'm gonna say, man, why don't you take a shot? And what are you doing wrong? And it's not because I have all the answers in business, because I got mentors in this thing. It's levels to this. But the thing is that I've been able to run a business, have some very prominent you know, degree holders work for the company, had some very smart people work for the company. And I like to run my business a different way. I might get into that one day, how I set up my system. But some of that, we're setting up curriculum for to talk about. But you got to have a system in your business, and a lot of you guys are just doing stuff, and you bounce from one thing to another. And I get it. Go get your money while you can get your money. But if you tell me you do PR, public relations, social media, graphic web design, I'm coming at you like maybe we can use you. Oh, you're a coder. Can we use you? And if you tell me you're busy, that's probably the end of that relationship because I can't do busy, especially when money's on the line. Now, you can be busy for free. Catch that later. You can be busy on your own free time, but just not on mine. And the relationship just has to be reciprocal. So that's just a little jewel, just a little nugget. Holler at me, if you need anything. We got the clarity.fm/ Cash with a K. If you have a need for some PR consulting tips, and we'll talk again shortly.